It's 11 totally random trivia questions, and then you have to take all your answers and figure out the theme. What do all those answers have in common? It's up to you to figure it out. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds, freshly back from a big old trip to the South. That's right, I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee over 4th of July weekend, visiting my older brother Tom and my older brother Scott. And we had fun on a pontoon boat. We played some trivia down there, and we watched the first couple episodes of Stranger Things. Man, it was a really fun little holiday weekend. What'd you do? Did you have some fun? Send me some pictures. I want to see where you were at. I want to see if you were on a boat. I want to see your Stranger Things viewing party pictures. If you did any stuff like that or anything at all, you can always tag me in a picture at Ryan Buds on Instagram. You can follow me over there to see pictures and videos of all the cool stuff I'm up to in Southern California and in places like Chattanooga, Tennessee. We had a big old trivia event, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, on July 7th on Sunday night, and it went really well. We had 61 players show up for that event, so a little bit less than last year on the same weekend, but still definitely worth a trip down there. And it was very competitive and fun, and 3 guys with the team name of, what was it? I think they combined all 3 things, and now I can't remember. It was Winter Soldier, something Sith, and something Disney. It was 3 combined things. I should have wrote it down. But they tore it up. They won by like 4 points. So it was a very close game. And they get a big old prize basket of Disney, Marvel, Star Wars stuff. So that was cool. And the whole staff was great. So shout out to everybody from Southside Social in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The event was a ton of fun, and everybody had a great time. Sounds like I'll be back down there in October or so. I'm waiting to hear on a corporate gig down there. And if I can get that gig, I will definitely book another show at Southside Social. So check my website, follow me on social media, and be on the lookout for more fun in Chattanooga. And if you're listening to the show because you started playing there and I told you to check it out, welcome to the podcast. And I will get you those Sharknado headshots soon to the 5 or 6 people who really wanted one at the event. So if you're listening, if you're at that event, I'll send those headshots out very soon. Let's see. The event went great. Stranger Things is good so far. We're on episode 3 at my house, so we still have 5 more to go. You don't want to watch them all at once, I feel like, with that show. You want to kind of make it last at least a weekish, at least a couple of days, because it's only 8 episodes, only 8 one-hour episodes, I think. So trying to milk that for all it's worth. I've been watching The Office like crazy. I think I mentioned that on the last episode. Watching season 3 and 4 of The Office. Just tore through them in the last week or so, traveling. And forgot how much the fun that show is, especially like right in the middle there, like 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's when it was at its best. So excited to watch some more Office. And hosting some Office trivia at J. Riley Distillery in Redlands, California on Saturday, July 27th, doing The Office, doing Parks and Rec, some Ron Swanson, some Michael Scott, some Leslie Knope. Come out and play. There's a big banner at the top of my website, triviawithbuds.com. Get your tickets there. People are already grabbing them, and the place is not very big. Maybe holds 50 at the most. So it'll be a nice, intimate, fun trivia night if you like themed trivia nights. Had some fun playing trivia, too. On Monday night in Chattanooga, we went to a place called Edley's Barbecue, my brother Tom and I, and we were just checking out the local trivia company. I think they were called Challenge Entertainment. So if you live in Chattanooga, go play Challenge Trivia. It was fun. It's very different than my format. I think it's only total of 18 questions throughout the whole night, which is considerably less than I like to play or do. But it was the kind of trivia where they play they ask one question and you write down the answer and you bring up a slip of paper and you write down 2, 4, or 6 points on the question, and you can only use the ranks once, and you do 3 rounds, 3 questions like that. But in between every question, they play a song. So that's the only thing where I'm like, come on, I want to answer more questions. I don't want to kind of have all this downtime. But it does make the time go by, So if you're looking for something fun to do, go check it out. The questions were great. They were pretty solid, but I didn't like all the downtime. And I'm glad that my trivia is, 11 questions at the live events, and then there's a couple songs, and then we go over the answers, and then it's another 11 questions. So I feel like you're getting a lot of questions instead of just hanging out, and everybody kind of needs that little break after the round to go grab another drink or hit the bathroom or grab a smoke or a vape or whatever you do. So I don't know. That's just a little random sidebar notes from me checking out another trivia night. But yeah, if you're in Chattanooga, go check out Challenge Entertainment. Today's episode is called What's the Theme? It's a bunch of random questions, and you have to figure out what they all have in common. This was from one of my live nights last week. It's not a live episode. I'm just recording the questions sitting here at home, but I did use these questions last week. Maybe you can figure out what they all have in common. We're going to jump into those 11 questions right now. Here we go. All right, it's time for What's the Theme? Again, these are 10 totally random questions. You got to figure out what all the answers have in common for the bonus question at the end. Here's number 1. British business magnate Richard Branson owns part of what mega airline? Question number 1. British business magnate Richard Branson owns part of what mega airline? Question number 1. Question number 2, the Cumberland Blank is a clear mountain pass where Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia meet. Number 2, the Cumberland Blank is a clear mountain pass where Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia meet. Number 2. Question number 3 on your list, Lansing is the capital of what U.S. state? Number 3, Lansing is the capital of what U.S. state? Question number 4, what 80s movie from John Hughes was about a group of kids in Saturday detention? Number 4, what 80s movie are we talking about there from John Hughes, Saturday detention? Question number 5, The Blank Man, fill in the blank. The Blank Man is a Broadway show from 1957, and it's about a con man named Professor Harold Hill. The Blank Man is a 1957 Broadway show about a con man named Professor Harold Hill. Question number 6, what comic strip character did Warren Beatty play in a 1990 film? Number 6, what comic strip character did Warren Beatty play in a 1990 film? Question number 7, the Apostles' Creed and Act of Contrition are both examples of a what? Number 7, the Apostles' Creed and Act of Contrition are both examples of a what? Question number 8, in what movie would you hear the line, "There's no crying in baseball"? Number 8, in what movie would you hear the line, "There's no crying in baseball"? Question number 9, who directed the film Snatch and the newer Aladdin film from 2019? Number 9, who directed the film Snatch and the newer Aladdin film from 2019? Question number 10, Michael Madsen played Mr. Blank in Reservoir Dogs. Number 10, Michael Madsen played Mr. Blank, fill in the blank, in Reservoir Dogs. And your bonus question for 2 points, what was the theme of all the answers to this round? Number 11 for 2 points, what was the theme to all the answers this round? Those were your questions for What's the Theme? Take a second and try and figure out what that theme was all about, and we'll be back with the answers for you to check in just a sound effect. All right, guys, what's the theme? Were you able to figure it out? I hope so. Live players last week had a good time with this one, and I'd say about 50-50. About half the people definitely figured it out. Half the other people just wrote like a swear word when they couldn't figure it out. But here's number 1. British business magnate Richard Branson owns part of what mega airline? The answer was Virgin. Virgin Air, which I've never flown, but I hear is good. Number 1, Virgin. Number 2, the Cumberland Gap is a clear mountain pass where Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia meet. Gap, like the store at the mall. Could it be something with stores? No, but it is Gap. Number 3, Lansing is the capital of what U.S. state? Michigan. Michigan, USA. Everybody's been to Michigan, right? Number 3. Number 4, what 80s movie from John Hughes? It was about a group of kids in Saturday detention. That would be The Breakfast Club. Number 4, The Breakfast Club. Number 5, The Blank Man is a Broadway show from 1957 about a con man named Professor Harold Hill. It is The Music Man. The Music Man, number 5. Number 6, what comic strip character did Warren Beatty play in a 1990 film? I remember my parents took me to this probably way too young. I think I was 4 or 5, and it was Dick Tracy. Number 6, some of those guys like Prune Face. His face scared me. Dick Tracy. Number 7, The Apostles' Creed and Act of Contrition are both examples of a prayer. Those are prayers you can pray about. Number 8, in what movie would you hear the line, "There's no crying in baseball"? That's Tom Hanks and Gene Davis and all them in A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own. Number 9, who directed the film Snatch and Aladdin? Guy Ritchie. Number 10, Michael Madsen played Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs. And if you took all those answers and kind of looked at them together, we had Blonde, Guy Ritchie, League of Their Own, Prayer, Dick Tracy, Music, The Breakfast Club, Michigan, Gap, and Virgin. The common theme between all those words was they were all related to Madonna. That's right, pop star, singer, performer, actress, Madonna. She's done it all. She is blonde. She was married to Guy Ritchie. She was in A League of Their Own. She had that song Like a Prayer for Prayer. She was in Dick Tracy. She has a song called Music. That was a hit song from the late 90s, early 2000s, I think. The Breakfast Club was the name of her band before she went solo. Michigan is where she was born. She's got a gap in her teeth that she's kind of famous for. And Virgin, like the song Like a Virgin. So hopefully you got that and had fun trying to figure out those questions and answers for today's What's the Theme? If you want to play more of these, just search Trivia with Buds, What's the Theme on Google, and you'll come across all the times we've done What's the Theme. We've probably done it 10 times at this point over the 500 episodes or so of the podcast. So go back and check them out. Shout out to one of my new listeners. She just hit me up on Instagram on the new art that I put up on, let's see, that was June 24th. I have the new orange background art instead of blue. And I said, here's the full year of the podcast and the new art. And my friend Kim just commented. Her name is Skynarlo Nanny. Sky Narlo Nanny, something like that on Instagram. She said her newest obsession. So I said, thanks, Kim. Send me your address and I'll mail you some swag in the mail. So thank you, Kim, for listening and telling a friend about the show. Sincerely appreciate that. Thanks to all my Patreon subscribers, all the people who donate money to the show every month to keep it growing bigger and better every day. Let's give them all a shout. Manny Majarian, Alexis Eck, Alex DeSmet, Sarah McKevitz, Simon Time, Jess Whitener, Jen Wojnar, Kyle Bonin, Douglas French, Erica Cooper, Fiona Neville, Brenda Martinez, Russ Friedewald, Luke McKay, Wreck My Podcast, Dan Papalo, Greg Hines, Mo Martinez, Lauren Ward, Sarah Kay, Jim Fields, Mona Bray, Sweet Abby Cakes, Denise Leonard, Anna Evans, Megan Acuna, happy birthday, Megan, Katie Smith, Brian Salyer, Greg Bristow, Joe Jermalowitz, Joey Mucha, or Muka, and Casey Becker. Thank you guys so much for your support over on patreon.com/trivia with buds. Very, very cool of you guys to help the show grow. It is time for the team name of the day. If you need a trivia team name, that's a new feature on the show where I'll give you a team name you could use next time you play trivia. And today's team name is Sax in the City. Like Sex in the City, but with a saxophone. Sax in the City, which would be my cover band name if I was like a Kenny G cover artist. Sax in the City. It's time for the question of the day as well, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. What were the names of the fox and the hound in the hit Disney animated film, The Fox and the Hound? What were the names of those two characters in the movies? Send me your answer at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com, and you will be in the running for some stuff to be mailed to you as a prize. That's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.